Yes, we live in NGG. We've lived in Canada since 1988. Before that, we lived variously in 9 countries. And Canada was our sort of last stop, and I think it will be our last stop. So we've been retired for a number of years. It was a rather complex route. It kind of started with a throat infection or an ear, both throat and ear. And so my family doctor sent me to an ENT specialist, and he did several endoscopies of the nose and throat and couldn't see anything wrong, but I did an audiometric assessment and there was nothing wrong there, but I still felt this pressure in my ear, which I still do. And then after a while, when he tried various antibiotics, which didn't seem to make any difference whatsoever, he asked me to have a chest x-ray. And I phoned me the very early morning, next morning, and said, "You've got to come and see me. There's an anomaly." And the anomaly turned out to be what he thought might have been some growth in my lungs. And so I was sent from there to the Montreal Chest Hospital, where they immediately put me in an accelerated program, which was very helpful because I had a CT scan within 2 days and blood tests, and the chest doctor discovered it was some form of lymphoma. It wasn't quite fully diagnosed at that stage. So of course then I went straight away to the Cedar Cancer Clinic. But again, because I was on this accelerated chest program, I got in there within a week and was seen and had a biopsy of the swelling, and yes, it was CLL. Well, actually, you see, because I went to the thoracic clinic and came out of there thinking it was a mass on the lung, to learn that it was CLL was actually a bit of a relief.
Okay.
Because between thinking that it was possibly a lung cancer and discovering it wasn't, I checked my wills and done all the sort of things, make sure everything was in order, and then it turned out it was an indolent cancer which wasn't going to need treatment immediately. So as I say, there was a period of almost relief about that. Yeah, I think that for me that's the main thing. At 73, you're not going to live forever anyway. But one one gauges the treatment, or at first we wondered whether we would go for treatment at all, because there are other questions about quality of life. Is it going to improve it?
Yeah, I think I'm seeing perhaps more than he does himself, that how tired he is and how much more he sleeps than normally, and all that sort of things, and he has sort of fits of coughing which sound really bad as another person listens to that. So I ń it's good that something is being done about it.
I don't think I've seen it as something particularly hard. I just take it that I'm of an age when something is going to happen to me, and this is what it is, and it could be much worse things that could happen. So in a sense I've kind of felt a bit of relief. I'm not deeply worried about it, but then, as I have told people, I'm basically a person who thinks through things, not a person who feels a lot of things. So I leave the feeling to my wife. Yes, well, my advice is to, see your doctor as soon as possible, and trust what your doctor says, and don't be too misguided by what you may find on the net.
Try not to panic, and just to take it bit by bit and step by step.